And so we know that you have this 10-year anniversary party coming up. So let's kind of dive into that and talk more about, what to expect and what we have in store.
Got another great night. It's gonna be one for the books. Don't miss it. Continuing with our just brand of bringing in new talent. We have a sister who has never played with us before.
Okay.
But I've heard her many times and seen her gift throughout the city. Sister Agave Soul.
All right.
So she's gonna open up.
I'm looking forward to it.
And it's gonna be dope. You want to get there at 10 p.m.
Okay, when the doors open.
Get there when the doors open. Expect the same things that we do to, set the house in order. Sister Eshe, we'll be doing the libation early in the night. It's just going to be awesome. Our vibe starts when we hit the door.
You know what I mean? For setup.
During
setup,
what
I'm saying? Setup time, it's a whole vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You take pride in setting up a space. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so, and because we are so close-knit and like a family, you can feel the energy.
That's right.
Just unraveling as we set the space and set the intentions and everything. So I'm excited and proud of you, babe, for your continued support and vision, you know what I'm saying, and just walking in it, and I know that the next 10 years is going to be even more amazing, and even bigger and more expanded and all the things.
Thanks. Yeah. So once we get things rolling with Agave Soul, I'm gonna get on the decks.
Okay, ChiProfess.
I don't even know what I'm gonna play next, but for that night, but it's gonna be. I'm gonna let that 10 years sink in, and we're gonna see what it do. Yeah. And then I have another guest, my good friend and great brother Kim Lightfoot.
Ooh, wee.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about Kim Lightfoot. Like, you told me a little bit of history on him, and so you tell me, tell everyone,
So Kim Lightfoot, out of NYC, one of those cool brothers. Just first out the gate, cool. If I'm gonna talk about Kim, I'm gonna talk about how cool of a person he is, because it's hard not to notice. Just a good brother, but you talking about a phenomenal gift of mixing records and selection, just one of the best. He came highly recommended from my people up in New York and New Jersey. I remember DJ Beloved. I was talking to him one day on the phone, and he was like, "Man, Kim Lightfoot just killed the whole room." So it's like, man, Kim Lightfoot. I remember him, from through other people, but also knew of him. And then, later I've learned that Kim, he traveled to overseas to spend, back before we had controllers and CDJs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, people who have done that, have that skill set, playing the records, even back as early as the late 80s and 90s. Just a gifted brother, man. And once again, I'm just gonna say, just a good guy. And meeting him when he moved to Atlanta a few years ago, it was a no-brainer why so many people love this brother. And so we also played a few years ago at a Soul Synergy party that was just off the rafters. I remember the party ended with everyone in the room doing floor work.
Okay, they on the floor.
Yeah, we were going, me and Kim went back and forth, and it, like, no one was standing. The whole floor was like moving, and I was like, whoa. I looked at Kim and I was like, yo, everybody's freestyle on the floor. So, I hope that happens this time. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
But yeah, so many things, it's gonna be a couple special presentations during the event.
Yeah.
I hope that everybody comes. You want to get there before midnight. We got a special cost this time, $10 before midnight, and $15 after.
Yes.
One other thing I hadn't announced yet.
What's that?
If you wear your Soul Synergy gear,
All right.
if you got that Soul Synergy shirt, even that old dingy one from 2015,
Okay.
you know what I mean? $5 off.
All right.
You got that.
Okay. You better dig in you better go digging and get that Soul
Yeah,
Synergy if you ain't got it out.
Yeah, yes indeed. So it's gonna be a special night, family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm so excited. I hope that all the DJs that have played with us over the years can be there. And if you got a little dance step for us, a special place in your heart, Soul Synergy, come on through, family. And if you have never been to one of our parties,
You got to come. Period. Hands down.
you should
got
probably
to come.
make it.
At least have an experience. Have the experience. I guarantee you won't be